First off, I want to say that my channel is not the same as every other girlie's channel. I might cover some of the same topics that are popular and trending and important to us ladies, but I will also cover topics that nobody else will touch because they're too polarizing. But I have my opinions, and you can like them or you can hate them. It is what it is. And I'm still going to cover the topics that I think are important to me. But the other thing is even some of the topics that are popular and trending, I look at things through a different lens than most people and through multiple lenses. And I think you'll get to know that as you watch me a little bit more and more. Hi guys, I am Dee, and if you are returning to my channel, this is me. And if you are new, this is what I look like. And thanks for stopping by. And today I'm just gonna kind of chat with you. Sometimes my videos are scripted and I've got an idea exactly of what I want to talk about. This video today is just something that's on my mind, and I just want to chat with you about it quickly. I want to talk about getting ahead, and I've been guilty of this too. I've made guilty videos. Isn't that a Freudian slip? Videos about getting ahead of everybody else, getting ahead of everybody, when really what we need to focus on is getting ahead of ourselves and being our personal best. If you're an athlete, you understand the concept of your personal best, and that's almost a larger reward than winning the race, than getting ahead of your competitors. A personal best is a huge achievement. And the other thing is that success is not the same as to everybody. Talking about being successful doesn't necessarily mean waking up at 5 a.m. and drinking exactly the amount of water you should and eating your perfect breakfast and doing your yoga or your Pilates and getting it all done before 7 a.m. so you can get ready and go to work or work from home and be an influencer or whatever it is you're doing. Sometimes success is getting up and sleeping in that extra hour because your body needs it and you feel good when you do, and you're a better mom when you get an extra hour of sleep, and it might mean getting your 3 girls ready for school and making them feel like they have their very best and most beautiful and most confident day. Maybe you start your day focused not on you, but on everybody else that you love. Maybe that is successful for you. And I want to help everybody achieve what success is to them. So I look at things from different perspectives and I talk about them from different perspectives. Back to the topic of getting ahead and being your very best. The very first, these two topics coordinate and work well together, because what you need to do is you need to get ahead and be your personal best by identifying what success means to you and what success you're trying to achieve, and forget what everybody else on the internet is doing. And that's what I'm doing. That's why my channel is going to be different than all the other girls. I'm not going to tell you to get up and do yoga and Pilates and do all that crap, because if that's for you, then fantastic. I admire you, but it's not for me. For instance, I'll give you an example. I've had to really reevaluate and rethink my life. I started my own business. I left the academia world, and I am now running my own business in aesthetic medicine as an advanced aesthetic medical practitioner. And I am going through the struggles of starting a business. And it has been emotionally and physically exhausting. And I used to wake up every day, and you guys know that, those who watch my channel, I got up and ran at 4 a.m. every day, routinely, every day for years and years. I don't do that anymore. I will sleep until 7 a.m. till 8 a.m. because my body needs it now. Things have changed. My lifestyle's changed. It's more emotionally draining to not have to just perform my very best, but to perform for the future. To be not just performing my best today, but performing in a manner that is going to set me up to be able to do my best tomorrow and the next day and the next day, and to be able to achieve the greatest outcomes, because I am going to reap the results that I sow only. And that's it. There's no guaranteed paycheck for me if I don't do 110% and work towards my goals every day. My success and what I define as success has changed quite significantly. And what I've defined as my steps toward achieving that success and my goals have changed significantly. And that happens in life. Life is ebbs and flows. Things change. People change jobs a million times now. People change marriages, sadly, but not sadly. Sometimes they find a better fit and they change relationships. You outgrow your friendships and find new ones. And sometimes it's by accident. Sometimes it's because it's time for that. And life just changes, and you have to be able to roll with it. Identify what success means to you today, and then what you think you need to do to be able to move toward achieving that success. And that is the focus of my video. And the way to do that is to forget everything you see online and really spend some time alone, just in the quiet time where you might have socialized or watched a movie with your partner or spent time sharing with someone else. Spend some time just by yourself doing something that doesn't take brain work, something that isn't going to distract you. Just be alone in your mind and let your mind be empty, and think about what comes to mind, what's important to you, because the things that come to mind, those will be the most important things to you. Those are what your priorities are, and that is what will drive you. And then look at those priorities and look at the things you can do, 3 things you can do or 5 things you can do to help you to change your routines, not your habits, but your routines, so that your routines will set you up to be able to achieve those goals and reach the success that you've defined as your happy place and your ideal outcome. That's the third thing, is not looking at identifying, changing all your habits, developing new habits, and filling in these things with all these new tasks in your life, and overloading yourself with change all at once, because change is really hard, and we do need to change, but sometimes we need to take it easy on ourselves and change a bit at a time. But to focus on changing routines and do it a bit at a time. Change one routine at a time, and use the old methods that I've talked about. Use the habit stacking in your routines and in planning your routines, and make those routines something that will help you to deliver yourself to achieve those goals. And those goals, when you put them all together, will define success for you in your mind and in your heart, in your soul, and in what success means to you. And that's all I wanted to say today. It was on my mind. It's a quick one, but it's about being the 1% better that I always talk about, but better than you, not better than everybody else, better than yourself, and getting ahead of yourself and capitalizing on your strengths. Focusing in your times of silence on what your challenges are and recognizing them and fitting them in. Acknowledging your challenges when you're building your routines and what you find difficult, and maybe find ways around that, or find ways to avoid those challenges, because too much challenge all at once, again, overwhelming. You will give up. Your soul, your emotional capacity, your mental and psychological capacity can only do so much at a time. Pick and choose what's most important. I always say go with the softest changes first, because that teaches you how to make change. You want the easiest changes for you first. And it's like when you're learning something new, learn the easiest stuff first, and the most stuff that's most simple to you, that you're most drawn to, because it's not about the learning as much as it is about learning how to learn. And it's not so much about the change as it is about learning how to change. Make the changes that are going to be the simplest and the least demanding of you first in developing new routines or changing and tailoring and taping. Don't reinvent the wheel if you don't have to. Taper your routine. I still wake up at 8 or 9 o'clock and I do the stuff I did. I just don't do it at 4 a.m. anymore. I've tailored my routine. I didn't reinvent the wheel. And I did it for the betterment of my life and my soul and my psychological mental health. And I feel better in this phase in my life. And that phase in my life, 4 o'clock a.m., was my best time. I loved it so much and I felt so much peace. I felt like I was alive before the world woke up. And then all of a sudden I felt like I needed more sleep. I was more emotionally exhausted and it came hand in hand with when I started my own business. And that is something to be said for acknowledging what's changing in your life, what's new, and what you need to do to be able to serve yourself best when things are changing, and to be able to roll with it and change with it. And that is my very best advice and what I really wanted to share with you gals today. And it's super duper important. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. I always have lots of cool and new insights. I will talk about polarizing topics and you'll hate me, but you can comment and tell me how much you hate me and I won't be offended. I might learn from it. I might learn a new perspective, or I might hate you back, but it is what it is. That's fair. And it's a fun and interesting channel, and we'll always talk about new things, and it's always going to give you an opportunity to grow and glow into your very best self and into somebody that you can be proud of and someone that you love and that you feel is your very best self. That's my goal, because everybody's very best self looks different, and it should. And right now online, the very best self all looks the same. Everybody looks the same, and it's making me crazy. I really want to share that individuality in your looks, in your lifestyle, in your routines, in your goals, in what success means to you should be different. It shouldn't be the same as everybody on your Instagram page, and it shouldn't be the same as their highlight reel, because it should be yours and yours alone. It's very private, it's very personal, and it's very self-tailored to your lifestyle and your priority. Don't forget it, and I hope to see you back, and I look forward to any comments or opinions in the comment section. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you don't, give me a thumbs down. If you think I suck, I'm open for that too. And I will see you all soon. Take care.